I thought today was a good day. Really a toned down day from the physical output. It was about an hour and 15 minutes. Thought we still got quality work. It was a helmets practice. I liked the mental aspect and the intensity that the guys brought when in regards to that. We got a lot of special teams work, hands team, must onside. A lot of those game-ending situations. Worked some 2-minute situations there offensively. Just some of the different things that just wanted to be able to get a couple more reps of throughout today. And I thought the guys approached it well. Looking back at the numbers over the last 2 days, really intense and high outputs in those practices. And so I like where this team is trending. Still seeing guys. Malik McClain there on Monday or whatever that day was. On Tuesday hit a camp high in his speed. Dennis Briggs yesterday, camp high in his speed. Seeing guys that are playing here at the back part of camp and playing faster through even hard workloads, something that excites me. And so today we brought it down a little bit. Tomorrow will be our Wednesday, like I talked about. And it is, we got to have a great day tomorrow. Going into this weekend, we'll have mock game and a couple other situations that I talked about. Excited about the work. I thought the guys did a nice job today.
How does that happen? How does a guy peak 17 days into camp?
You see, we're coming off of 2 days off, which was good. Their legs are tired. We all know that. But we had the 2 days off, and we're seeing him be able to come back and to hit a top speed like that it shows the recovery is really on point. And so, these guys are doing a good job. When obviously we see the work they're doing out here on the field, but the work that they're doing in the training room, the work they're doing with Coach Storms as we lift in our fall camp, they're just continue to get stronger. And that's something that we will continue throughout the course of the season. So at the end of the year, we're playing as fast as we possibly can play, and we're playing stronger there at that point of the season.
You've preached consistency. You've gotten more of it this fall. How are you seeing that pay off in this part of the camp?
Well, it's especially from the returning guys that have been a part of the program. You're seeing that show up. When it comes to the mental errors, when it comes to the focus issues or penalties, that's really been very limited in that regard. Some of the newcomers, guys that are just coming into the program, there's been some issues that we're having to work to. But when you have players helping push along that standard, it really it helps expedite it. And I think our guys, everybody goes through challenges when you get to fall camp. And for us, it's just about that the consistency in the push, the consistency in the investment. And I believe when that shows up, you'll see a consistency out there on the field. And you're really seeing guys playing their best ball of their careers, here these last weeks, and we need that to continue, as we get into game week next week and then each week, after that.
What all does mock Saturday involve for you guys? What do you do?
All situations. It's a low impact day. We go through pregame, and so everybody knows where they're going, what it needs to be. You all want to be organized in pregame. I want everything to be sharp. We get pads popping. From the finishing up with the ankle walk at the end. I want we have newcomers within the program, and just so they have a sense of what to expect when we come out, where we stand, where we sit, in between possessions. Everybody has a very specific assignment, from where they're going to sit in the chair. If you're the starter, if you're the backup, you're standing behind. We want to have that organizational approach so that the efficiency of our communication, guys have that overall understanding. Scrimmages are a little bit tough. We'll get an introduction to it, but as you go one group and then the next group, it's just hard to get the realistic flow. We'll be able to do that here on Saturday, and we'll bring up all different situations, whether it's 2-minute, whether it's 2-point situations. Pick whatever. We'll get it all.
How far has Ryan come from a year ago? Ryan Fisher?
I think he's really made some great strides. He's had a really good camp. His accuracy, his leg strength. Kickoffs. That is in all phases. Ryan is a specialist that embraces the training, and and really all of our guys. It's an impressive group when it comes to the off-season conditioning and what they do. And then you see them get bigger, you see them get stronger, and the leg strength, the consistency of that, the endurance that they have, and the amount of kicks they're able to take. And so, I think he's really done a nice job in all phases when it comes to his responsibilities.
Did he want to have that kickoff?
He did, and that was something we've talked about, and we just like everybody else, we were told we'd give him an opportunity, and he had to go take advantage of it. And he's done a really good job in that.
Alex's ability to keep the ball out of the end zone on punts, does that allow you to be a little bit more aggressive in where you want him to place it?
Oh yeah, he's a special talent. I think he's had one touchback, and it was the first game that he played in college. And he takes a great deal of pride in that. He does great control and in locating those kind of punts. And so we're able to get even more specific in coverage thoughts because we've got it's a high percentage of that he's going to locate the ball where it needs to be.
I know this is season 3 for you, but this is like 2 full years of you getting to know those guys, them getting to know you. What sort of benefit is that creating for you guys right now at this point in the season?
I think it's the consistency in the message. Guys understand the expectation and they embrace the process of it. I don't care how long you've been a part of something. When you get challenged, it's never fun for the individual. You don't. But when you see guys embracing the coaching and they embrace the opportunity to get better, and then you have guys that have been through it who have grown night and day from when they were here, a year ago. And when they are able to live it out and they see a young guy that might be getting challenged in a moment or having a moment of adversity, they're putting their arm around him and say, "Man, I was me. I was just there, and look at what it's been able to. I've been able to overcome that." And it grows in the confidence of the work. And that's one thing I think we are a confident team. But the confidence does come from the work, and that's where I tell them it's every day. I mean, you're going to build it or you're going to lose it, because anybody can get out there and talk, and you'll see a lot of teams that will do a lot of this. Right? I mean, I want an action-based team. I want a team that steps on that field and they know what they're about to accomplish because of the work that they put in, and that's something that's critical for us. And I think as we've gotten into having those experiences, that's what's really been pushed within this team.
A couple of the guys this week had mentioned Jordan and Lawrence both talked about how much more confident they are in the whole package, the whole offense. So a year ago, 2 years ago, when they go out there on the field, can you feel that maybe they don't have that confidence?
Yeah.
Or do you have to tailor things around?
You really, I mean, as a coach, you try to make sure that you have what you need. And we've had to work through a lot of different situations. Like you take a quarterback, you take a running back, but there's a lot of other components that have to go into allowing those guys to be successful as well. And so we've had to tailor things to our quarterbacks, but also to different positions where we might needed to have a little bit more help, or to try to put them in a more quality situation. So there's some challenges that come with it, but the way that Jordan and LT have approached the knowledge aspect of the game and what they're doing, I mean, they want it all, and you see that when they get on the field. I mean, Jordan is, remarkable, and it doesn't mean that every decision is the right decision, but he's in control of every decision. And that's, sometimes if you have 11 guys, doing the wrong thing, you have an opportunity to be able to find a way to make it right. And that's where his success rate on the things that we ask him to do, I mean, it's sky high right now. And so and him and LT, and then once they have that and they know where they're supposed to be, they know what they're supposed to do, they know where they're supposed to read, they know the route or the path they're supposed to take, then they get to go play football. And you take all the work that they put in, in strength conditioning, all the individual work, and then you just get to showcase that. And so it's a lot of fun playing the game when you're at that point.
Will it be Sunday or Monday when you kind of go, when a switch kind of gets flipped? Is there a team meeting that the season sort of agenda is laid out for these guys?
Yeah, I mean, we give them, even yesterday was a game week Tuesday. Tomorrow's a game week Wednesday. I want them to have that experience, but it's today. I mean, we have today. We don't next week. Yeah, you have to be better. You have to improve. You better have a greater sense of intensity, a greater sense of passion. That's a daily part of the process. If you just go through the motions of fall camp and then you get to game week and say, "Oh, here we go," you're going to be a pretty sorry team. And there's been a lot of teams that have gone through it with that mindset, and then in the moment of having to make the play or when things get hard in the game, they're not prepared to respond there. And that's where, for us, it's a daily focus of having that mindset, having that approach. And yes, as each day goes by, I want more. And you don't have to. These guys know how far until we get to kick it off in there. And when they play in that stadium, I want it to be better than they've ever played in their entire life. But if we don't take care of it between now and then, we'll miss an opportunity. So there's not like I don't have to let them know it's game week, but I let them know that today they better be their best.